Hey guys, welcome back to some more Majora's Mask in an area I'm not really sure about. I blinked, I missed the title card. I wonder, can I get a repeat? Can I get a repeat title card game? Ah, there's the repeat. I don't know why they give you 2 title cards here. It's like climbing up that well, that hits cutscene trigger, which is why that happens, but to see a title card and then another one in 20 seconds, it's kind of stupid.
Are you gonna make them do it? Are you gonna make them do it?
Yep.
Yes. There you go.
I mean, it's a nice little Easter egg thing, since, yeah, these guys do a multitudes of different dances here whenever you put on specific masks, but also it makes a lot of sense to do, because Redeads will not attack you when they dance. This works with the Gibdo mask, the Captain's hat, and Garo mask. So, any one of those 3 and these guys will just dance for you.
Is it different every mask you put on?
No, they all do the same dances, so it's just personal preference what you do.
But what about the Moscow dance?
Oh, they do that. It's just, obviously, those ones there in the center room, they don't do that. They'll do it in a upcoming room.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to see it? I know.
I know, because I don't know the freaking words.
Does anybody?
No.
Man, it feels like there should have been a platform there or something. Maybe if I put on a certain lens, I might have seen a platform. Like that random thing that's just there. That's an ice platform that's invisible. I don't know why it's an ice one of all things, but sure.
Go away, stupid freaking babbles.
The bubbles. The babble. Big old baby.
Big old baby.
I
at
mean,
bubbles.
they technically are, so not wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know why, when I was a kid, I always called them babbles. I don't know why. I think Wind Waker did that to me, because I mistook the A as a, or the U as a A.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's how I called this place. Instead of Ikana Incan for some reason, I put in an extra I that didn't exist. And then moved around an N and deleted an E.
Well, like when I played Golden Sun back in the day, I always called Psi Energy, Fizz Energy, because for some reason, PSY doesn't, like, compute in my knowledge thing, it just didn't compute that it was Psi instead of, it makes a Psi noise.
I thought you jumped off there for a second, by the way.
I mean, I did onto this platform. Not wrong. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, what you're saying is really, really bad if that happens, because if you fall down here before you're done doing the stuff up top, you gotta climb all the way back up top, which means you're going back through the castle and going through all those rooms again just to get back to the top. It's very annoying, so you gotta take your time in that section if you don't want to fall.
Like he's doing right now. Like he's doing right now. He has to go and gotta go back and redo it.
Yeah, well, now we're done with all those tasks that is on the left side of the castle, so now we're working our way to the right side. We need to go all the way up to the left just to open up this one little hole in the ceiling to reveal a beam of light.
And I hate Four Masters.
Luckily, they're very easy to kill in this game because you can just kill them with one shot using the light from your shield. So, as long as they're in range, you just shine a light at them, they're dead.
There you go.
There's the Moscow.
My favorite of the 2 in the middle, though, because it looks like they're doing a breaststroke.
I like the Moscow dance guy.
I also like money. Those guys give you so much. Either 3 blues or 1 red rupee. So, this area has so many different redeads, and because of that, you pretty much leave here with a full wallet. It just drops so much money.
Are we gonna cheese like we did before?
I mean, they give me a mini-map that has the icon on it, so yes. I just can't be too fast. So that's phase 1. Now, let's skip phase 2, please. Doesn't even stand a chance.
Fairy Bear, stop it! I gotta get up!
He's like, come on, man. This isn't even fair. Oh, he's Moscowing. Yeah.
Like, that's not even the name of the dance, but I just like that. No, let's replace the official name. I don't care what it is. Now it's just called the Moscow.
Whatever it's called. I get that from Chugga's video. That's how I remember that dance. River dance. I think that's what it's called, river dance.
Yeah. Pro tip also, don't fall down that hole. If you fall down that hole there that's just on the way over to like the center portion here, you fall back down in the room with the floor master. It's not a void out, so don't fall. Very easy to do as a beginner's trap. This hole, yeah, you're fine to fall down this one.
Oh, did you need a power keg for that?
Yep, that's too strong to blow up with a normal bomb, so this is our last use of the power keg at this point. No other areas will really need it.
So you have to go all the way to Snowhead in order to get it, or can you buy it from Bomb Shop?
Well, you can buy the one in Clocktown for 50, which is a better deal anyways.
Yeah, don't go to Snowhead just to get that.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Unless you're there and you need a powder keg, there's never a reason to go there to buy one directly anymore.
Okay. I forgot that there's a one at the Bomb Shop.
By the way, can you even call this a temple because you went through it so fast?
Yeah, it's more like a mini dungeon, because you don't get a map or a compass here, so by that definition, it's not a dungeon, but it's set up like one. So I just kind of say mini dungeon. And this is another reason why, because here's the boss of the area. So, this whole time, we're invading this castle, and this guy here is a little upset, but this is the one we need to see. This is the king of Ikana. And his undead army here of 2 guys. Wants to show true darkness? Alright, here you go. Here's the Kingdom Hearts collection. Let me show you my darkness. A tiny captain. So this is a little Easter egg. Put on the captain's hat, and he recognizes you as Captain Kita for a split second, and then thinks. Then he comes to the conclusion of, wait a minute. Kita's like 12 feet tall. You're like 4.
You didn't know about this, did you?
No, I didn't know this.
I was waiting for this reaction.
I kicked you.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't approach the king. He will kick you. So that's one thing that also is kind of a big deal in the fight. Never really get close to him. Once you put on the captain's hat once, he won't do that reaction again, though. So it's a one and done thing in the fight. To actually fight, we need to burn away these curtains on the walls so we can reveal light, because the only way to kill these troops is to use the mirror shield. You can attack them with anything else, but you cannot kill them unless you have the light.
That's funny. I didn't know that actually happened.
I did kind of miss another Easter egg here. It's been a while since I last recorded the footage. I thought I did it, but no, I didn't. Bremen's Mask is another Easter egg moment, where if you put that on, the troops will march. So if you want an easy way to attack, you actually put on the Bremen's hat and then just kind of mess with them. Because when they're marching, they want to attack you.
Oh, I didn't know that you could do that too.
There we go.
That was a boss fight, by the way.
I can still get him.
These guys are a little petty that they lost, and now they're having a little bit of a bickering competition now. They're very feeble.
Fail.
My favorite part about this whole interaction is this right here. Draw your weapon. Huh? Telling you to draw your sword.
Ow!
Exactly. And that's the joke too, and that's what makes this guy even more mad. I'll draw my sword, except I don't even have it anymore. I died. I died this time. No body. I guess they left for the afterlife now, because that's the last time you see those guys in the game. Minus the credits. So here's our big story dump about what's really going on with Ikana. Basically, the doors to Stone Tower were opened up. They weren't really supposed to, which is what put the land into its state now. And thanks, Skull Kid, because you know who to blame on that one.
Man, Skull Kid gets around. Jeez.
Yeah, really. The problem we're going to have to get the Stone Tower is that we need an army to get in. So this guy teaches us a song to essentially make our own army. The Elegy of Emptiness. Unfortunately, this doesn't make actual people. It makes copies of yourself. It also spawns creepypastas.
It does. The song used to scare me as a kid, especially the first time you play it. After the cutscene, mind you, and you're just like, what is that?
It's the design of the statue that's kind of creepy. It's more creepy when you look at even the other forms, too. Link just looks derpy. But the other forms are actually taking the original person that mask is based off of. So, say the Zora form, because it's from Mikau, you make a clone of Mikau, not of Link and Zora.
Man, how long has it been that I've heard that creepypasta before?
Probably like 10 plus years. That was a big thing in the late 2000s.
Like early 2011 or 2010s.
That's nice pearly whites, though.
I've been.
Well, at least we know he brushes his teeth and takes care of them.
So before we leave, I figured let's just look at the Deku LG statue, because this one you're never going to get used. The real reason you use this LG song is to make statues for Switches, and the Deku's way too light for any Switch in the game, so you never use this form. But they do have a statue made specifically for the Deku.
Too light.
So that's how that Deku looked before Link turned into that said form from the mask.
Man, that's creepy looking. Elegy of Emptiness is just creepy.
Keep in mind, outside of Link, all the LG statues are based off of the original people that the masks are transforming Link into. So that is the Deku Butler's son, as we now know.
And people want to say Twilight Princess was the darkest Zelda.
I mean, it had that one really weird cutscene, and outside of that, nah, Majora had a lot more darker tones. They're literal death. A guy dies on your feet, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I always think. Don't
Yeah.
you try to defend it either.
I'm not. I just
Okay.
am trying to remember. It's like, man, yeah, Twilight Princess had that one really screwed up cutscene. I'm just like, it was so out of place. You're like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah. It felt like it was something from a horror film more than a Zelda game.
And that's the thing, is like, it wasn't even like, that's like the only super scary thing about Twilight Princess. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Yeah, it had a dark theme to it, but it's just like, it wasn't really scary. It was just dark. That's it. It wasn't like creepy. It wasn't horrible. It was just, the theme was just darkness. Kind of like Kingdom Hearts. Oh boy. Are we gonna roll off the edge again in order to...
Now, we're making our way up to the next and final dungeon for us, Stone Tower. I want spikes. Gotta go fast.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Worst part of the game, in my opinion. Climbing the tower.
Honestly, looking back at it now, it's really not that bad because you can take a lot of shortcuts with this. And that's without glitches, mind you. With glitches, it's even faster.
But when you first played it, remember this, Lester, when you first play it, you're not going to know about those glitches or shortcuts.
Oh, of course. First playthrough, this whole section sucks.
Yeah. I remember I spent like a good hour here. Just this part.
You could, like... Maybe I shouldn't bring that up, but...
But...
You know, as much as I love this game, I still have trouble in this area, and it shows.
Yeah, the biggest problem is the switches themselves, since they're not very labeled, so you don't know where the blocks are going to be moving per switch until you step on them. Which doesn't help. least the one thing is, I was worried about this when I played this as a kid. You see the first block that we move, it got jammed on another one. As a kid, I thought if that happens, the block won't move if the other one does move. Like, it'll just be stuck there until you let go of the switch and then move it again. Luckily, that's not the case. Once the thing is in the way of a block moves, then the block that's stuck will move automatically.
Kami Cow with his guitar.
I think he's the creepiest form, to be honest.
His statue's the creepiest one?
Yeah.
It's the face.
Yeah, the face is just weird.
Like, Link's form is creepy, but looking at the Zora's, it's like, oh god.
Do we want to hear the song for the 4th time?
I'll get used to it.
Yeah, I mean, this area you play it a lot, which is why I do appreciate this one change made in the 3DS version for LG. When you play it, you only really see that whole cutscene thing like one time, really, and then afterwards you can start skipping it. So that's helpful. It's not like Wind Waker Requiem in Wind Waker itself, where you can just use the Wind Requiem once in a file, and then any other time you play it for the rest of that play session, you don't see the conducting song again. I wish it was like that, because you play the song so much, you kind of need it. So at this point, I'm saying nuts to the song. We're going Air Link.
Oh, of course. It wouldn't be...
This is Sonic Ghost we're talking about.
It wouldn't be a Lester playthrough without it. Without its own...
I mean, to be fair, what I could have done instead is hit specific switches just to move the blocks I need, and then rode those blocks over. Because actually, you only need to play LG here a handful of times at the very most if you know which blocks move where. Because when you play LG and create a statue of your current form, the statue that's already on the field will move. So you put it on a switch, get on the block, play LG again to put that statue on the block with you, and then the switch gets unpressed. Then you move with the block. So it's either you can glitch or do that.
Oh, look. The only saving grace of this room. You just hit it.
Yep, once you get up here, you don't have to do the whole climb again, which is very helpful. So that's one way to skip some LG. Here's another way you can skip it. You can be a Time Lord. We're already kind of a Time Lord anyway, so is this a glitch or is it just world building? Take a bottle in your hand, see up while you're doing a shield, and then you get this. Time freezes around you, which includes all actors and items and everything moving around. See up again when you want to unfreeze time, and there, glitched.
What the freak happened?
That's the power of a Time Lord.